Hello my friends. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is Delia Mireya. If you are new, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Thank you all for all the new subscribers that are joining me on my channel on my journey to being debt-free. If you are new, hello once again. On this channel, you're going to find all cash stuffing videos, weekly cash stuffings. I also share with you all whenever I make budget envelopes. Also, I'm trying to give you more information on what sinking funds are and more informational videos for all of you that are new into the budget community, or if you are new into budgeting in general. I just want to share as much information as I can with you all. That way you're able to learn and you don't have to start with the whole process in the unknown. I'm sharing with you all the mistakes that I've done along the way in this budgeting journey. I am in debt, and I pray to God that someday in the near future I will be debt free. Quick story for all the new subscribers. If you want to skip through it, please fast forward to the minute that I will leave you somewhere in this video. I started budgeting about a year ago. It was going well. I was able to save money. I was able to track where my money was going. I decided to share these videos with you all, that way I can be held accountable for my budgeting, and also to share with you all what I'm going through and how I do my budgeting, just to give you ideas as well. I thought everything was going to go well because it was. A couple more bills started coming in, like medical, and my debt started increasing. So yeah, one morning I was praying and I was like, I need to find a job because we're just not making enough to cover everything. I was praying one morning and I said, how are we going to get through this? All of a sudden I get a phone call. It's for an interview. Fast forward through time, I got the job. I'm going to be starting mid-June. We'll see how that goes and what changes will come around. I know that on this channel, it's going to be a full-time job, and at first I was so sad, and I was sad for a couple of days because I'm going to be leaving my son. I've been a stay-at-home mom since he was born, so I know that it's going to be a bit challenging, but I'm hoping everything goes well, and I'm just trying to pay off our debt. That way we can live a little bit more peaceful and less stress on our minds. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the cash stuffing today. For today's cash stuffing, we're going to be cash stuffing this cash. Count my bills backwards. Apologize for that. I have my calendar here. I printed it out. I use this for my budgeting. I did a video on June budget with me. I already shared with you all my plans for how I'm going to be budgeting for the month of June. On this calendar, I just wrote down like the main bills that have to be paid: home, internet, cell phone, water, electric, car insurance, car wash, medical. I didn't fill any of my sinking funds out. For the weekends, Saturdays, hey, I don't know why I glued the little car here. Okay. Car's due on the 18th. Okay, so for Saturday, I plan on sharing videos with you all since I'm going to start working mid-June. I think that's going to be my upload schedule, Saturdays at 8 a.m. So I'm going to put this away for now. We all don't need to see that. Let's get started with the cash. This is what you all want to see. Well, I don't even know if that's what you came to see, the cash stuffing. For the future, I think I'm going to be a weekly cash stuffer, since I'm going to be getting paid a different week that my husband gets paid. I tried to do the weekly cash stuffing for the month of May. It is a little bit confusing since my husband gets paid bi-weekly, and I would just have to split this cash in half and kind of put it in the different binders. It got a little bit confusing, so I'm just going to stick with the way it is right now. Maybe later on I'll break it down more for you all and explain to you all how you could do weekly cash stuffings if you get paid weekly. The reason why I do these videos is to also share with you all anything is possible. You can do it weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, and just to give you ideas on how I would do it if I was a weekly cash stuffer, which I think, as I mentioned, I think I'm going to be in the future, because I think that's how I'm going to get paid. I got an email with a couple information, and I was able to view that I'm going to be getting paid on a different week. Okay, we'll start counting 100. Let me get my calculator out. I'm going to put this budget binder away. This is my sinking funds. I'll put that away for now. So that's $100, $200, $300, $400. 400 plus 100, 250, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 100, 20, 40, 60. That would be 160. 10, 20, and 30. $5. Oh, I only got 1 5. Plus 5. I got 5 $1 bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the total that I'm going to be cash stuffing today is $850. I'm not putting anything for mortgage at the moment. Car loan, I'm putting $450, and I'm going to fill out my tracker. I had someone ask me why I fill these out or what this is for, and for all of you that are new, these are budget sheets and you can print these out for free. I'll leave you a link in the description box below. What you're going to do is you're going to write the date, so today's date, the description, and then if you're adding cash or you're subtracting cash from this envelope, and then you're going to write the balance. So as of right now I have 0 because we already paid our car loan. I'm going to fill this out. I'm just going to put the month of June, the total amount. I put in my tracker in here. And something else that I keep inside my tracker is our little statement that we get from the bank. I'm going to be taking all the $100 bills already. $100, $200, $300, $400, $450. And I'll put it in this envelope. Our cell phone bill, I already paid that. Usually what I do is I pull out all the cash from the earnings from the bank. I do my cash stuffing, but I'm a little bit late on this. I wanted to do a couple of things before I started working. I started washing, cleaning my house deeply. I didn't have time to actually film this video, so I'm going to be having a little bit less cash than what I would normally have to stuff these, and I already paid some of these bills. Cell phone bill is already paid for. I'm so bad at filling out these budget trackers sometimes. Okay, for water, I already filled that out, and I always like to put the receipt inside as well. And I just put 0 because we have 0. Our water bill is normally $40. Sometimes it's $38, or it runs, give or take, $38, $39, $40. If our water bill is ever under $40, I put the money here, or sometimes I overpay. That way, next month's bill, they can just reduce, if I overpaid, reduce my payment. Okay, I have my sewer bill over here, and this one I will be cash stuffing as well. Let me just take everything out. I won't show you the receipts in the back because it has my information. For the month of June, I am cash stuffing $80. 260 plus 80 equals 340. So this is how much I will have today. So I'm going to get 20, 40, 60, $80. I'm going to add them here. So I should have 100, 200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 340. That's how much it says I should have, and that's the amount that I have. Then I'm going to grab all this and put it back in here. I said that pretty quickly, right? I'm using a different microphone today. I've been having some trouble with my old microphone. It's a new microphone, it's just that I don't know how to play with the settings so well. Trouble that I was having is that it sounds so low, but then it doesn't capture like sounds outside. I wasn't too happy with it, so I decided to do a different one, so I'm hopefully will be good today. Okay, June for gas, I'm going to be cash stuffing 70. So I should have 70. I'd like to cash stuff small bills because we have 2 vehicles, so I pay half and half. So that's 20, 40, 50, 60. I'll do another 10. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. For groceries, I'm going to be cash stuffing 120. June, I'll just put 240, but we already spent 120. So currently I will have 120. I'll take these 2 50s and then 20. 120. Let me know in the comments below when you started noticing that your grocery bill started going up. I think I started noticing it late last year, October, November, and then December, and then all of a sudden in January At first I just thought it was me. I'm like, am I like buying too many things? Like, what's going on? Everyone was talking about inflation. So I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one that thinks this way. Trash, I won't be stuffing anything here. Electricity, that's been paid, and I forget to write the amounts because normally when we get our cash, we just pay the whole thing, and then I forget to write it in here. So that's 200. I'll just put 0 here. I budget 200. Sometimes it's less, which it was. It was like 145. I do direct deposit on here. Direct payment, or I don't know what you would call it. So if there's $45, we just leave it in our checkings. I'll also fill this out. This doesn't change. It's the same payment every month. $65. It's like $64.89, $64.90. I don't know the exact amount, but I just budget $65 and then pay $65. Here's another one that I forget to write down. I will today. I'm really trying to be better at this. Write it down and just keep track of everything. So that's 15. Oh, and I won't have cash. Has this ever happened to you all? If you're cash stuffing and you just don't have the cash. So I'm going to have to get some, I'm going to have to borrow some change from, how about gas? I'll borrow change from here. No, I don't want to borrow from there. I'm going to borrow some change from sewer. I do not have small bills, so I'm going to borrow from gas. I'm going to borrow 2 10s and then take that 20 and put it in here. Yeah, I wasn't, when I went to the bank, I didn't have my little sheet with me where I ask for how many bills I want. And I just told the teller, can you give me just all kinds of bills? But I guess she didn't give me enough change. But that's okay. Let's do Hulu is $15. So I already filled that tracker out. So I'm going to get 10 and 5. That's 15. Car insurance, that's for next paycheck. Okay, my credit card payment is 50. I have that in my sinking funds binder. I already shared with you all a video on my sinking funds, and you know what? You learn something new every day. Let me just read a comment that I had from Tilo. He says, good video. While it's nice to have sinking funds, don't start with too many sinking funds, as it can be overwhelming. On my budgeting journey, I learned to create high and low priority sinking funds. My high priority sinking funds are emergency fund, car maintenance, Christmas. Low priority is birthday, vacation. My high priority gets stuffed more frequently than a low priority. This works for me. I also learned that even stuffing smaller amounts so all the sinking funds get something still adds up. You learn something new every day. So I'm going to be making a couple of changes to my sinking funds once again, but you know what? I'm learning as I go. This worked for me for a year and I was able to save money this way, and I had money for different categories. But right now that I have other priorities, I have medical debt, I think I should pay those off first before thinking of saving money, for example, clothing, holidays. I was going to do that for next video, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. I'm going to be taking everything out that I have on most of my envelopes. For example, emergency cash, we can leave that as is. Holidays, I'm pretty sad, but I think I'm going to have to take this out. This is not a priority or a high priority to me. So thank you to Tilo. You just made me overthink about the whole thing and just think about things differently. But you know what? I don't want to make things confusing. So let me finish up with my cash stuff. Some of my categories are going to change, and I'm just going to put it on a new budget envelope that I have, which I named it Snowball debt, to pay off my debt. Okay, let's move on to credit card is the one I'm looking for. Sorry, I don't have these in order. Credit card, I'm going to cash stuff $50. I'm going to go ahead and cash stuff the other 50 since I was going to use it for another category, but it's not a priority. So I'm going to go ahead and put another 50 here. That way we are at 100 for credit card. And this 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This one is going to be, I'm going to put this where my husband saves his stuff. That way if he wants to spend a little bit of cash, he can do that. It's not a lot, but it's something. Okay, now, this is where things might get confusing to you all. I'm hoping this works out for me. Let me know in the comments if you have any other suggestions. If I'm doing this wrong, let me know. So I'm going to be emergency cash. I'll leave that. Holidays, as I mentioned, this is not a priority. So I'm getting rid of this. And I'm going to write it down. That way, later on, when I look at this, I'm like, where's the money? Where did that go? I'm just going to put Snowball. So that's 0. Bye-bye holidays, birthdays. This is not a priority at the moment. I'll just put snow there. I'll know what I mean. Okay, and I think I'm going to savings. I'm going to put them towards the end because these are not priorities. Clothing is not a priority either. Toiletries is not a priority. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and spend a little bit less in the groceries, and if I need anything, I'll just grab it from my grocery budget envelope. Subtract 20. That's going to have 0. And then I'll put that towards the end. Credit card is something that I do have to pay. Cart maintenance. We already did an oil change. I don't think we're going to need another one anytime soon. We already did our both vehicles, and I had to take money out. I'm just going to take this out. I know it's really sad for me to see this go, but I think this is going to be better for us. You know what? Sometimes if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it probably doesn't. Medical, forget to fill this out, but we always pay $60. This is also through our, that's a set amount, so it has to get paid. And we just forget to fill it out. Okay, so where are we at right now? Let me put these in the back. Well, not all the way back, but I'll just put them here. What I'm going to do also, one more thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to add this here. And then over here I'll put like a high priority, and this one not low priority. I think with budgeting is I learn as you go. I'm just making changes because I really want to be out of debt soon. I don't want to be living with the stress. I was going to do a separate budget binder where I'm just putting like, oh, low priority, but I'm like, you know what? Just put all the sinking funds in the same binder and just do it this way. Low priority. Low priority for now is going to be holidays, clothing, and birthdays and toiletries. And then over here I have my Snowball debt. This is extra cash that I've been saving from any side jobs that I've had. And I just saved this to pay off my car loan someday. This here is going to be the Snowball debt. I'm going to write on the tracker. So I put June sinking funds, Snowball debt. Let's count this up. That's 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Let me know what you would do with this. Would you make like another extra credit card payment, or you just wait till you get a certain amount and then pay something off? Let me know in the comments below what I should do with this cash. Any ideas, suggestions, I'm open to anything. I have that, and we are done for today. Thank you, friends, for joining me in today's video, cash stuffing. I'm hoping it wasn't too confusing to you all. I'm just so excited to be on this debt-free journey. So many things have influenced in this where I want to make things right. I want to track my every dollar, and I'm starting this new job, so hopefully I can tackle all of my snowball debt because my debt is pretty high. My goal here is to just be debt-free someday. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, friends. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I will see you all in my next video. May God bless each and every one of you all. Bye-bye. Take care.